There we go.
All right, David Reynolds is here.
I'm sure.
All right, welcome. Welcome to my first live event. This is Chad B. I'm joined here by by Josh with Parks and Tech.
Hey guys.
So we actually just wanted to come on the air and give a couple of additional details in reference to the Mavic 2 or Mavic Air 2. It's not breaking news. I kind of found out about this around last night, and there's been several videos posted already on the subject. But I just wanted to put it out to my viewers and just to let you know or let you see what's going on with the Mavic Air 2 right now. So what we're going to do. So last night there was some photos posted by a drone review YouTube and website channel, and called Drone News and Reviews. And they posted more leaked photos of the Mavic Air 2, and also a confirmed price. Well, they confirmed there was a confirmed price of starting price of $77.99. So
That's a great
found that pretty interesting.
price.
Yeah, that is pretty great. What we're gonna do is I'm just gonna go through the website and show you what I see and what you guys can go ahead and see. I'll leave a link in the description below. I already did. So if you want to go check out that website to Drone News and Reviews, go ahead and check that out. They're a great channel. I actually subscribed to them like maybe a couple weeks ago, but go ahead and check that out. All right, so I'm going to go over here. Let's see here. Share my screen.
So Chad, while you're getting that started up, are you planning on getting the Mavic Air 2?
I'm thinking about it. I'm definitely thinking about it. It is something that's on my radar right now. It looks like it has some great specs. It'll be my first DJI drone. So DJI always had the reputation of being, making good products. So, all right, here we go. Sorry. But yeah, it's on my radar, and I'm thinking about.
Awesome.
I may pull a trigger on it.
Awesome.
All right. So if you go to the website, you'll see this photo here that a better photo, front-facing photo, and also it reveals the camera. And on the camera in small print, you probably can zoom in a little bit. If I can, let's see if I can do that. Zoom in a little bit. Now, it's some print on the front of the camera that actually tells you or confirms exactly what. I can't really get in, but
I think it's
can you see what this is?
Yeah, it's a half. There's a half-inch sensor with this, and 48 megapixels. 48 megapixel half-inch sensor was revealed on that photo. So that's cool, and that kind of confirms some other leaks and specs and so forth. I think that we saw before as well.
Yes. Yep. So apparently, this was leaked by at I guess drone store or photography store called Adorama.
Correct.
Camera retailer. Yeah. And they said it was accidentally leaked. I don't know if that is true, but it's kind of funny that they leak it now. I mean, it's like accidentally leaked.
I feel like I feel like all the for all the DJI products, like getting really close to launch and official release. I feel like some retail or online retailer always accidentally, you know, releases or leaks out some of the actual production photos, things like that. You know, the photos that they're going to be using for their launch and advertising. So I don't know. I find that interesting too.
Okay. Now you can actually get an idea of how big this actual drone is. You know, you have this lady here holding it, and it looks a little slightly bigger than the Mavic Mini to me, but and it looks, the design is more as you can say, I don't know, detailed here with on the top here. It's slightly different than the other designs from the Mavic Mini to the Mavic 2 series. So it looks like it still will be a good, you know, travel-friendly drone. It looks like it can fit in a larger pocket. I mean, it'll fit in a pocket, but maybe a slightly larger pocket than, you know, the Mavic Mini. Also, down here, they're saying that it was listed. It was accidentally posted as a listing for the DJI Tello drone, and they confirmed the price of $799. So I'm kind of, I guess, confused about that. I guess they accidentally labeled it wrong or something. I'm not sure, but it was listed as the DJI Tello and for $799. And then I guess they posted the pictures for it, which, like I said, I don't know how they can accidentally do that, but
I bet they probably use some sort of like template or something that they have, you know, for all theirs, and then just go in and change certain things. And, you know, someone probably saw it's a DJI Tello and said, "Oh, that's out already. Post," or whatever. You know, who knows?
Yeah,
anything's possible. You know.
Yeah, true. But yeah, and just like I said, you guys can go ahead and check out this website. But going forward, it does say it has a half-inch sensor and captures 48 megapixel stills, and it has a 84-degree field of view with an aperture of 2.8.
Awesome.
Yeah. Are you considering getting it, Josh?
I am actually. You know, I actually have the Mavic 2, the Mavic 2 Pro and Zoom. Because I bought both the cameras, so I can swap those out, you know, at any given time. So I kind of have both of them. But so I am definitely thinking about it. You know, it is definitely a much, you know, smaller size. At least that's what it looks like than the you know, Mavic 2 series. And I mean, in terms of the camera quality, I mean, it does have that half-inch sensor, but the Mavic 2 Pro has the full 1-inch sensor. So I mean, I definitely am thinking about it. It is definitely very exciting for sure, because again, it is from what it appears in the photos, it does appear to, like you mentioned, that you can travel with it, and I think that's pretty cool. Now, not that of course I do much in terms of traveling by any means, but you know, it's cool. You know, it's definitely neat to see, and to have something smaller that can film such high quality. I think that's incredible, and specifically at that price point. I mean, for the base, I mean, come on, that's crazy. Yeah. That's less than what the Mavic Air 2 or the regular Mavic Air, you know, sold for up until recently.
Yeah, true. Yeah, and also I've heard reports that it's going to be 2 different models. One with the it's called AirSense, and then also which uses the ADS-B to track aircrafts and, you know, nearby aircrafts. So I'm hearing that there will be, you know, 2 models. You have an option to purchase it with AirSense and without AirSense as well. And I'm pretty sure, of course, with the AirSense is going to be, that's going to be, you know, increase the price tag. But
that's pretty cool. They have that being an option, though. I think that's awesome. I mean,
Yeah.
You know, good for them.
Yeah. Yeah. And also, what else would I want to say about this here? Now, the form factor, I mean, I kind of like it. You do have, fans of the Mavic Air, previous owners of the previous model who don't particularly agree on what, DJI changing the actual form of it. But I mean, I kind of like it. And I can understand too. I mean, the previous model, did look nice, but for me just coming to DJI and I'll be a new DJI owner. I really, actually, I kind of like this form factor as well. I kind of like the Mavic 2 series, but that's a little bit out of my price range. But this is fine for me.
Yeah, I really like that that design. They seem to be sticking with the like you mentioned, the Mavic 2 and the Mavic and Mavic 2 designs. Tweaking some things here and there, of course, and who knows if that's for aerodynamics or whatever that's for. Maybe just to make it look a tiny bit different, but. Yeah, no, I overall I like that design. I actually like the gray that they go with and seeming to keep with. They keep going with that same color. So, in terms of design, I think it looks nice, personally.
Yeah, it does.
I just wanted to point out real quick. We have a couple people here in the chat. We have, of course, you mentioned David Reynolds. We have Chris the QC guys in the house. We have Jamaica. Jamaica is also here. We have Ron from 3X Drones as well. We have Nosbond as well. He's from Paris, joining in. And we got Nick from Greece. So we got a lot of people from around the world tuning in right now. Yeah,
nice. What's going on, David? How's it going? Did you stay up late last night? I know he was up late watching. Is that Sean Oz, I believe? Or no, not Sean Oz. He was on Original Dobo's channel last night.
Oh, really? Oh, nice.
Yeah, chiming in on that. But yeah, definitely. So I also want to point out the propellers here. So I know, like I said, I never owned a drone from DJI. But I do have a friend who actually owns a Mavic Air, and I'm right next to him when he's flown it, and that thing is like pretty noisy. And I noticed on here that they have those propellers with the, I guess, swept up, tips or whatever you want to call them. I forgot. I don't know if there's a particular name for it.
I don't know what that name is either.
Yeah. Apparently, these will make it a lot quieter because that thing, the Mavic Air is noisy, and it draws a lot of attention. But this, like I said, I'm pretty sure DJI was listening to everybody over the last couple of years, and definitely improved the noise factor.
Yeah, that's they use that style on the Mavic 2 series as well, which is pretty cool. And I don't know if they're the same size or if they're the exact same prop or not. No clue by any means, but they do have that little curl, if you will, to the to the tip of those propellers. Again, I don't know what it's called. I don't know if it's to that extreme though. That picture you have on there right there looks like that little swoop was pretty intense actually. Scroll down just a hair. The other picture. Yeah, that one right there. You can really see the curved tip.
Okay. Yeah. So one of the things that I'm excited about is the OcuSync 2.0. Now my channel, I don't have too many drones. My channel's not that old actually. I haven't been posting drone videos that long, but the drones that I do have are more on the budget drone side. So I've been purchasing stuff like the Xeno 2 and the Fimi X8, stuff like that. and they're like straight up Wi-Fi drones. And but the one thing I am excited is because they will be having, oh, the Mavic Air 2 will have OcuSync 2.0, and from what I understand, that is great with the signal. It just, I don't know, it's like night and day, I've heard. So and me being like a range jockey, I like to, put the drone out there and, go as far as I can with it. And that'd definitely be something good for me. And also with the OcuSync, they're saying that it'll be able to transmit a 1080p FPV image back to your phone if your phone is capable of 1080p.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that OcuSync is.
What do you think about that?
That OcuSync is awesome. They have that on the Mavic 2 series as well. And I mean, when I fly that, there's now granted, I'm not a big range guy by any means. I don't really try to sometimes push it to its max by any means. A lot of times I just fly in areas where that's not possible. For me, or so I kind of shy away from it. But I mean, if I ever got into that position, like where you and Chris ended up flying that one day, I forget the name of that that lake or creek or wherever that was, but
Absco Creek.
Yeah, Absco. Yeah. But it's something like there, I'd love to be able to like push the limit. But in terms of the OcuSync, I've in the areas that I fly, I've never had any signal issues. And I fly over lakes, but I also, flown in residential neighborhoods with a ton of Wi-Fi. So, I can't say that I personally have had any problems.
Yeah. It'll be definitely a step up for me. And I think it's about time that I do kind of step up and get something of more quality. I mean, I could have, well, not really. I was about to say I could have maybe went with the Autel, but that's a little bit out of my price range. So this here, it's very expensive. So I've had the opportunity before to purchase the Mavic Mini, but the Mavic Mini really didn't excite me that much, only because it's marketed as a beginner, like a starter drone. Although you got a lot of the experienced drone flyers, flying them. But it seems like it's limited in its capabilities, even though it's a DJI product, and I'm pretty sure it's nice and reliable. I wanted something with more features, so that's why I seeked out maybe the Zeno 2, which in hindsight, I should have just got the Mavic Mini, because I haven't flown my damn Zeno 2 in like 2 months because it's the defective part. So, that's a long story, and I'll leave you can check out my videos about it. But anyway, the Mavic Air 2 lands like in that sweet spot, like between the Mavic Mini and the Mavic 2 series, and it lands right in there in that sweet spot. And now knowing that the prices may start at $799, that's not too much more higher than my actual budget. So, it's easier for me to actually swallow. So I definitely will most likely increase my budget just so I can get this drone. And I'm not trying to be like a DJI fanboy or anything, but I'm just want to kind of
something different. Something a little more advanced. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, a little more advanced and more reliable.
Yeah. So, I can't blame you one bit. I mean, once you fly one of these, man, it's like, I don't know. I love my others. I love my Zeno. I love the Fimi. I love other cheaper drones like that. But man, it's just once you fly a DJI product, it's like, come on, man. It's I don't know. It's very, very difficult, at least for me, to explain. I can tell you that, the first time that I flew it, I had all the confidence in the world. I really did. As soon as that thing took off, and I hit that joystick just a little bit to get get it to start moving. I was like, oh my gosh, you can just feel it. You can just tell, that it's different, and that it's going to be reliable, and that you really got nothing to worry about. That's just my opinion, of course.
That's cool. Yeah. Yeah. The only thing I'm worried about being in the Washington, D.C. area is the no-fly zones and the, I guess, what do you call it? Geofencing, whatever they call it.
Yeah. It's the geofencing. Yeah.
Yeah. Geofencing. And, Washington, D.C. is a big, you might just call it a big no-fly zone. Luckily, I land in an area where it's kind of like a big pocket where I'm outside of that restricted zone, and I'm just right outside of it. So I'm kind of lucky with that. But if you go further west or further east, then I'll be pretty much in a no-fly zone.
Yeah, looking at that area on a map, I'm in Pittsburgh, and sometimes I'm not zoomed in all the way, and I want to see some other areas around me. And man, yeah, that place is always has red circles all over it.
Yeah. So I just want to give a shout out to Drone News and Reviews for getting us this information. Here's his channel. Go ahead and check his channel out. He does a very good job on his channel. So go ahead and check that out. Drone News and Reviews, that's what it's called. Also, one more thing I wanted to talk about is the obstacle avoidance. Now, for me, obstacle avoidance really, I mean, that'll be a plus for me. I know some people are kind of upset that it doesn't have like the 360 obstacle avoidance, but just having something that will avoid something like in the front and the back is fine with me. I haven't really flown any drones with obstacle avoidance, so like I said, it'll be a plus for me. I know it does have the obstacle avoidance on the bottom and front and rear, but I know it doesn't have any on the side. I don't have those pictures up right now, but that's pretty much what the original Mavic Air has, right?
To be honest with you, I don't own a Mavic Air, so I can't 100% say that, but I think you're right. I think you're right. That's one that I don't have. I know that the Mavic 2 series does have them. It just doesn't have them on the top.
Yeah. So let me. I'm going to get off this screen here for a second, and let's see here. Stop sharing.
I was about to say we have 16. We just had 16 people watching there. And make sure everybody you hit that thumbs up as well. We got 7 likes, 15 watching. Hit that thumbs up if you haven't already. Thank you all for the support.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, 16 people. This is my first live stream coming from my channel, and I didn't even. This is last minute, and didn't promote it. So. Chad, 16 people is still good for me.
Chad ends up sending me a message like literally a half an hour ago. All right, here's the thumbnail. I'm like, what? We're doing this? I go, hold on, I got to get everything ready. I was in the middle of editing a video, and I'm like, oh boy. All right. All right, let's do this.
Yeah, this is not breaking news, but it's it's news. And
it sure is.
There's a lot of videos out since last night that have posted with this information as well. So go ahead and search that. I encourage people, go ahead and search other channels as well. It does. I don't care about, I'll promote someone else's channel. It doesn't matter to me.
Absolutely. And everybody has their own opinions. Everybody has their own opinions. I mean, the facts are facts, and right now we don't really have that much in terms of facts. I mean, we have a good bit of information about it, and we have a good bit of pictures about it, but everybody has their own opinions. Some people really like it, some people don't.
Yeah.
Some people are just dying to have it. Some people are waiting a little bit. Who knows? Everybody has their own opinion, and what they want to do, and if they want it or not. And sometimes it's your opinion, or it's your video or something that someone says, oh, you know what, that's a really good point. I watched a ton of videos and no one else has ever brought that up or mentioned that concern or thought or something like that.
Yeah.
So makes a big difference.
Different point of views, different
big time.
Perspectives and everything. So yeah, it's always good to watch other stuff, So let's see here.
I see David Reynolds was saving money for a Xeno 2. He was disappointed with it and sent it to Chris, for repairs. To being ignored by Hubson support, which
Hubson. This. I hate to change subjects real quick. It'll be real brief, but I wanted to give you an update on my Xeno 2. It's still down. I'm still waiting for my part. Somehow, with all this coronavirus and everything going on, it is being tossed or shuffled around somewhere. So I have no idea where my package is. I have two actually coming, one from AliExpress and one from Hubson. So I have no idea where it is. So I'm still waiting.
Now, did you the one you ordered from Ally? Did it say that shipped at all for you yet?
Yeah, it said it shipped.
Okay.
I'm thinking, but it hasn't updated. It shipped a long time ago.
Yeah, so did mine.
Yeah, so like 3 weeks ago, something like that. But I'm thinking that it got tied up in JFK. I emailed Hubson yesterday, and they got back with me and gave me the port that it went into, and it was JFK, New York. So I'm thinking, with the pandemic and everything, a lot of things are slow there, or maybe shut down. So, I can't really do anything right now. I can put an inquiry in with the Postal Service and see if they can find it, but that's all I can do.
Yeah, and it may or may not be worth it, I guess, depending on what how much longer you think you can wait for it. I mean, I have a feeling it's coming. I mean, they are taking a little while to ship things, and from my experience with JFK and everything coming into there, even on a time of the year when there is no pandemic going on, that place is a mess. In terms of with everything going on. So I can only imagine.
Yeah.
But they are very quick to get back to you, though. The United States Postal Service, they're very quick.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. I had an issue. I had an issue not too long ago with one of my packages. It says it was delivered here, and it wasn't. So I the same day evening, I waited until like 8 or 9 o'clock, and I sent them a message, and they got back to me like first thing the next morning and said, "Oh yeah, sorry, mishap. It's on its way today." So.
Oh, okay.
And that was during the pandemic, so they're trying. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I was planning on actually putting in a request, so I'll see what information I can get. So I'll put this up here, Nasban. I don't know if he's still in the chat or not, but based off the manual, the user manual or quick start manual or something that that Brazilian YouTube channel put out, it was confirmed that it will have a 48 megapixel camera. Just to answer that question, I'm not sure if you already did, Josh, but
no, I did not yet. No, and yeah. So that's awesome. I mean, that's high quality, man, for photos.
And Modelismo is what their website is called. So let's see. Let's scroll through here and see if we can find any more questions.
I think there were a couple up there. I might have answered some of them. At least I tried to.
Oh, okay.
Tried to. I might have missed some.
Nice.
So Ron.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, so Ron from 3X Drones actually brought up an interesting point here, and he said there, it'll be interesting to see how quickly the Mavic 2 Air or the Mavic Air 2 will ship, and how quickly we'll get our hands on it after ordering. So I mean, I don't know if you remember the debacle with the Mavic Mini. In terms of that whole shipping, I mean, some people ordered it from like Best Buy if they could, and if you pre-order it from Best Buy, I guess you got it pretty quickly. But they ended up, like, if you ordered it from DJI Direct, it took a lot longer. So it seemed like a lot of the retailers, were getting their shipments a lot faster than if you ordered it from DJI Direct, which is kind of interesting.
Really?
Yeah, and I mean, even given that if you order from DJI Direct, it ships from overseas, it still comes very quick. I mean, it comes. I think FedEx is what they use once it gets here. But once it says it's shipped, I mean, give it another day or two, and it's here. But I guess it was just getting it out the door. Was part of the problem. So yeah, I mean, I think that's going to be interesting to see how they handle it this time around, knowing that debacle. But it seems like with every new. Any new quadcopter that comes out, they always end up having some sort of shipping issues, things like that. I don't know why. I guess I don't know if it's production or if it's just logistics in general. I mean, logistics can be a little difficult, but who knows? I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah. Any info on the flight modes? From what I saw from the manual, it has active track, it has point of interest, active track 3.0, point of interest 3.0, and it was something else. I can't remember offhand, but yeah, it does have the intelligent modes. I think that it had before. I'm not too familiar with like I said, Mavic Air 2, but it does have active track. And then also what I've heard from going back to drone news and reviews, there is another, from what he says on his video, there will be something that'll knock your socks off or something like that. Yeah. So you know what I'll do is put a link to that video. Probably I'll put it in here, and then you guys can watch it. And then I'm pretty sure he says what it is at the end of the video. So let me.
So wait, no, I haven't seen this video. This is actually kind of news to me too. He reveals what it is at the end.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, he does. Oh.
Yeah. Let me see. It was just his latest video. I think it was the one that's actually posted on their website. Yeah, the 23 known. No, that's not it. Now let me see here. This latest video, 23 known. I believe it's the 23 known features. I believe that's what it is.
Awesome.
And the juicy, yeah, there you go. 23 known rumors. And so I'm just going to leave a link here in the chat. Go ahead and check that out. So let's see here. Pistol Pete. All right. Any more questions we have on
here? So it looks like, and I cannot by any means pronounce that name. So I apologize. I am terribly, terribly sorry. I'm just gonna say, is it Ashik? Is it Ashik? Am I right there?
Okay. Ashik E. Rasul.
I think it's Ashik.
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 Yeah, Ashik. Yeah.
I think. So I apologize if I'm if we're pronouncing your name wrong, but you know, they say that you'd really love to buy it. It'd be the first very first drone, which I think that's actually a really good a good topic too. I mean, do you think that this would be, you know, good for, you know, beginners? Now, Ashik, I'm not saying you're a beginner. I don't know your history by any means, but do we think that this might be something that could be just a good beginner drone? I mean, who knows? It might be, you know, maybe just a little bit more advanced. I mean, you never know, I guess, right?
I mean, you never know. Yeah, you're right. I don't know if there's any learning curve in flying the actual drone. I'm pretty sure the controls will be the same as like on the Mavic Mini, as far as, you know, controlling it. It's pretty much just the price, you know.
Yeah.
It'll have more features, but it probably flies pretty much the same. So
yeah, I bet, you know, I bet it'll
Yeah.
probably hold up a little bit better in the wind. I think the you know, because with the Mavic Mini, they had to keep that, you know, under that 250 gram you know, weight, that of course they had to go, not, I don't want to say again cheaper in certain areas in terms of the materials, but they kind of did. You know, they had to make things a little bit thinner. They had to make things lighter. I mean, those props, I can't even begin to tell you how like paper thin they feel like to me. You know, so any big gust of wind is going to take that thing. I mean, it does a pretty good job. Don't get me wrong. You know, pretty good job for its weight and size, at least in my opinion. Again, that's just my opinion. But the Mavic Air 2, I bet I bet it's going to be a lot more, you know, dense, if you will, and have a little bit more weight to it, of course, and, you know, feel more like the Mavic 2s and the other Mavics and so forth as well. So hopefully it'll hold up a little bit better in the wind.
Yeah.
David Reynolds.
That was.
Sorry, go ahead. Yeah, that was my dog. She was scratching. Sorry.
Yeah. So. Yeah. So that was another one of my concerns, and one of the reasons why I didn't want to get the Mini, because you know, it is light. Also, the 200 being under 250 grams really didn't matter, because I was already registered with the FAA as a hobbyist, and you know, just so I was already in the system, so it doesn't really matter. All you need to do is just slap on a registration number, and that's it. But yeah, it gets really windy around here a lot, and also flying where I fly, like at that creek, is windy out there. So I would run the risk of, you know, that thing blowing away into the creek or something like that. So that was another reason why I kind of bypassed the Mini.
Yeah, can't blame you. And you know, I think your patience, you know, is paying off here. You know, specifically with this one, because this seems like, again, we don't have it in hand yet, but judging by that photo, it's, you know, smaller, more portable than the Mavic 2 series, and bigger and better than the Mavic Mini. So you're kind of getting that in between one again. And I think, for someone like you, I think that this is like huge. I think, you know, that this is, I think you're going to love it. And anybody else out there too that is thinking about it, that might not have one, or maybe passed on the Mavic Mini for, you know, maybe the same reasons you did. So I think that's I think that's awesome. So I'm really looking forward to seeing you know, what people can do with this thing too.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So let's go through here one more time. I don't want to make this too long, but wanted to get this out to, you know, my audience. Not everybody follows everyone else. So just in case you guys didn't know, wanted to get this information out there. And you have a couple links out there. I will actually, what's up?
DeMarco, FSU grad.
Yeah, kind of breaking up for a second.
Oh, you broke up for a second there too. I wonder.
DeMarco.
DeMarco, yes.
Is that DeMarcus or DeMarco?
Yeah, DeMarco.
Yeah, DeMarco.
Unless I've been calling him by the wrong name for the longest time, which I hope not.
Okay. What's going on there, man?
Yeah, we got 17 people watching now. We were up to 19 just seconds ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah. People dropping out,
Yeah, see, so it is DeMarco.
Okay.
Okay, good.
All right, now we got it right. Yeah.
Looks like Lucid Aero Photography said in the chat, I'm excited to see what the Active Track 3.0 is all about. And I know I personally can say that I am too. I think that's going to be pretty cool. Hopefully it's, well, I don't know if it's going to be as similar as like what you might see with some of the Skydio 2s. I mean, of course, it's not going to probably be, that good because it doesn't have those side sensors and full 360 degree vision, but man, I still bet it's got to be good. I mean, even the one on the Mavic 2 series was pretty decent, in my opinion. I mean, I thought it was good. It worked fine for me, and I guess we'll have to wait and see. What do you think about it?
The Active Track. Oh yeah. I'm excited. I'm just excited about having something that actually works. I
can't blame you.
Yeah, I mean, although the Fimi XA, it works pretty good from the last few times I've used the Active Track. But I'm can't wait to find out how these DJI drones operate, and I just want something that works.
Yeah, I can't blame you at all, my friend. Can't blame you one bit. And I have a feeling, like I kind of touch upon what I was touching upon before. I feel like once you finally fly one and really, just see it and see how it operates and feel it, your eyes are just gonna, your mouth is just gonna drop, because you're so used to flying these other, drones. And I mean, heck, my first drone was the original Xeno, so from the my first DJI product was the Spark. So just going from the Xeno to the Spark, I was like, what? Like, are you kidding me? Oh yeah. I mean, it's the world of a difference. But they're two different. We got to remember too, though, that DJI is not Hubsan, is not Autel, is not Fimi. They might be close in certain instances, but they're not.
Yeah.
But I think you're gonna be very pleased personally.
Yeah, hopefully, and I'm sure you're gonna get it too, right?
I'm sorry.
I say you're gonna make the purchase too.
Probably.
Yeah.
I always tell myself I'm not. I always tell myself I'm not sure. At the start of things, and then once I start talking about it and reading about it more, and then and then once I start seeing, a lot of my friends, and I see a ton of people excited about it in the chat, it just gets me even more fired up and even more of a reason to, want it as well. So we'll see what happens, but likely, it'll probably happen.
Nice, cool.
Can I bring up one other thing? It's in that regard, but what I thought was interesting was that. And maybe you'll have some specs or have any thoughts on this in terms of why they might be doing this. But I can tell you in the past, DJI has always done their launches, at like a 9 a.m. typically on a on any given day. I'm curious about 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, at least here, in the United States. So I wonder if, I don't know. Maybe could that be maybe because in China it's early morning at that point, or a certain time over there, or I don't know. I found that kind of interesting that they decided to do that.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on. I've seen a video actually about that. I've been doing a little research, watching some videos, but someone just posted a video. I think it was Drone On. Of that very subject.
Oh, really?
Okay. Yes. actually look that up and leave a link in the video description. I mean, I'll leave a link out here in the chat. But I forgot what his theory was. But yeah, that is kind of odd that they would do it at 9:30, since it has been, I guess, been 9:30 a.m. in the past. So, yeah.
Although I guess too, just to think about, obviously this is a for the most part, and correct me if I'm wrong, this is a global event. This isn't just directed towards the United States, I don't think, by any means. And there are a ton of time zones, so that time frame, maybe that time zone, they realized wasn't maybe that good for them, or whatever the case is. I don't know. It's just odd. It's just different, I should say. It's not odd. It's just different, than what they typically do.
Yeah. And let's see here.
So
get this link real quick.
Ron from 3X Drones in the chat says the buy button works the same at night. Well done.
Yeah, that's funny.
And typically, at least 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, everybody's had someone had a glass of wine, or a glass or two of scotch, and the people that were on the fence about buying that, that might give them that extra boost to push that button.
Yeah,
that was a joke.
I'm pretty sure it will.
I'm not very good at jokes.
That's funny. So yeah, I'm gonna post a link to that video right here. Check that out.
So 4D's aerial photography, or videography, excuse me, says his mind's on the new FIMI X8 2020, which we still got coming. It's been shipping. Did you see that?
Where? Who said that?
There's been some people that have been posting in some of the groups that their Banggood status went from order processing to shipped. So I don't know of anybody that received it yet, but they've been posting some screenshots of it being shipped out. So that's awesome.
Oh, okay, cool. I mean, they're not in the US, are they?
That's a good question. I can't answer that. I can't say for sure one way or the other. Probably not. Probably not.
Probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah. I know. I think. Yeah, in Europe, they've been shipping out probably. But
makes sense.
Yeah. Real happy spinning after a couple.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah. So what we're gonna do, I'm not gonna make this too long. I have to get on with the rest of my day. I'm sorry. But I appreciate everyone, stopping by, sharing your thoughts. Definitely this is exciting times right now. We have a few drone launches, actually some that had already launched and been shipped out to others, like the Autel Evo 2, and then you have the FIMI X8 SE, and I'm not sure what else is out there. But definitely this Mavic Air 2 definitely has got my attention, and is basically making me consider. I haven't pulled the trigger yet. I mean, I haven't committed yet, but who knows? I don't know if we'd be able to immediately order it during launch. Maybe hope so we can, but we'll see if it's available for pre-order when they do launch it.
You typically can, as soon as it opens up, and sometimes if even and I can even tell you from past experience with them, even like a half an hour, sometimes even an hour before that launch time, it's on there and ready to go. So I don't know if that's the way it's going to be this time around or not, but oftentimes it's on there ahead of the time that they give. So.
Okay. All right. Well, Josh, you got anything else to say? I mean.
No, I just think that, I think we're all very excited for this. And like you mentioned, these are definitely, some interesting times, but some really good good times here for the drone community, which is great. We're getting our fair share. It's just going on the end of April, and we're already getting a ton of new stuff. We had whether you like it or not, we had the Xeno 2, we had the Power Egg X, we have the Autel's now out, we have the Mavic Air 2 coming up here in less than a week. And then we got a couple more that I think are coming out too, if I'm not mistaken. Like the FEMI, that FEMI, even though it's not really that new, it's a new model, if you will. So yeah, so this is interesting. I mean, 5 or 6 drones that we know of in the first 4 months of the year. So that's impressive. If you ask me.
The FEMI, like QC guy said, the FEMI is a firmware update.
That's true. That's very true.
Oh man! But anyway, I just want to make that. Sorry.
No, it's good. No, that's a good one.
Let me just reply to someone real quick, and that's about it. So yeah, I appreciate you guys coming out, and stay tuned for more to come. I may be putting a video, like a separate video, out on the Mavic Air 2. So stay tuned for that. And go ahead and hit that like button. If you like this broadcast, go ahead and like it. Yep, definitely. And go ahead and definitely check out Josh's channel. He just put a new video out on the Power Egg X, and I'm thinking that he's working on another one right now. So go right over to his channel.
Thank you.
Go over to his channel, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell, so the next time he posts his videos. And go ahead and do the same for me if you like too. So
absolutely.
But I appreciate you guys. Like I said before, like 5 times already. Thank you for coming. You guys stay safe, and we'll see you on the next one. All right. Peace.
See you guys. Take care.